Okay, we're gonna go to the scariest one of all. One of those horses, the tarp. Dun 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 dun. Horses hate tarps. It's shiny, it's silver, it's crinkly, it's noisy, it's not pretty, right? Now that was the wrong thing to do, right there. New horse, well, this isn't a new horse, this is a horse we've had for a while. But the first thing I should do is I should walk him up to it and stand him there. Just stand him there. I'm going to stand there, and I'm going to stand in the tarp. And I'll make some noise, and then I'll turn around. Maybe I'll go to the other side. And I'll put 1 foot in and 2 foot in on this side. And I'll also put 1 foot in and stand there and back up. And put 1 foot in again and stand there and back up. And put 1 foot in again and maybe 2 feet. Come on, all the way. And then back them up once again. Then maybe I'll try to get them to walk forward just a little bit. Ho. And stand in the middle. And then back them up once again. And so on. And then, the end result, ho, I'll be able to walk them in, stand them in the center, and walk them out. Good boys! Now see, how many balloons do you think have popped with this pony? Maybe about 25 to be exact. So by the 25th, he doesn't really mind it, which is good. So we want balloons to pop every once in a while when we have control of our horse. Okay, what's next? Pick an obstacle. Okay, flag. Go ahead. You can go for it. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, the flag. Do you want to demonstrate? I'll talk. The flag is pretty simple. Now, don't get me wrong. Some ponies have lived with flags, or at least Puddles had. He absolutely was positive that thing was going to eat him up. So we put a flag in the aisle. We just set it there. And sooner or later, he got bored with that. So we put it up a little higher. And sooner or later, he got bored with that. And by the time we had the flag the whole way up, he did not care. He actually learned to live with it. And now I can ride Hippodrome and carry a flag. So it's worked out just by kind of making them decide that it's not going to eat them. And it's okay. It's easier to stand still than to run around like a crazy maniac. So that's the flag. Okay, pick an obstacle. Balloons? Okay, balloon tunnel. This is pretty simple. Now, a lot of horses, they don't like this. So what we'll do is we'll open this up. Oh, I'm sorry, Toby. And we'll take the pole and we'll put 1 pole away on this side. And then, here, I'll do it right now. We'll move the pole out. That way, they have more space. And then over a period of time, we can slowly start to move it in and put it tighter and tighter and tighter. And also, what you can do is, just as a please thank you thing, you can put one side in and have the other side out. So they have to go through the tight part first, and then it's a little more open. That way, it's just a little bit of pressure, and then it's released once they go through the pressure. Okay, pick another obstacle. This is pretty simple. Walk them through. You can walk them around it. Just kick them around until you can go by a step-by-step basis. Exact same thing. Probably going to get bored with me saying that. And then everything is pretty the same. Go to the trash. The trash is similar still. Just getting them sensitized. It could be you walking with them following. It could just slowly getting them closer to it. And it could be shuffling around. It could be walking around the ring 10 or 12 times. Get them so they're just so bored with it. And simple, step-by-step process. Hey, no eating trash. I'm sure there's peppermint wrappers in there, but still. Okay, now this is an umbrella, and this is the exact same thing. You can this is why we do things unbound first, and then we get on the horses and do them. It's the exact same thing. We can just let it sit on them, let them know that it's okay. It's not going to eat them up and put them out. And just simple, we can walk around the arena, teaching what's not going to kill them, and little things like that. Okay, next. What are you doing? Trampoline? Okay, want me to do the trampoline? Now this is one of my favorites, the trampoline, because you can do a Cooper mount. Now, Sarah demonstrated a really, really good one. You can bounce up and down. It's good if you have another person also to stand here with the horse while you bounce. It's good because the horses, you're magically getting taller and then shorter and then taller and then shorter. So they don't really seem to care. It's always a good thing. And also, I use it as a mounting block. Also, just getting on the side of the horse. So, just to get on. Ooh, good boy. And then you get off. Actually, I don't use it to get off, but Toby is so close to the ground. I mean, why not use a trampoline to get off? Okay, this is a cavaletti, and this is pretty simple for people who jump. But if you're a trail rider or a rodeo person or anything like that, it's good to get your horse to walk over a pole every once in a while. You know, just in case until you run into a log of some sort. What you can do is you can roll this to make it shorter. We can make it that size, a taller size, and then we can make it that tall. So the first time I could walk over like this. And then I could move it up a little bit and walk over like that. And it's good just the fact, say you run into a log or picking up their feet actually, and things like that. Gabby, do you want to do the hula hoops? Okay, perfect. Okay, now the hula hoops, pretty simple. You can find them at the dollar store. And you can just play with them. I like to use them for obstacle courses, like put 2 feet in and turn on the forehand, turn on the haunches, walk over them. You can always pick them up. Like we do, we hula hoop on top of horses. So that's always something different. So it's also not a very good idea to put them around the neck because if they take off, well, it's going to take a while to get the horse to stop and then get the hula hoop off their neck. So it's not a good idea to do that. And actually that yellow one lights up. That dance is fancy, isn't it? Okay, and then you can do the mailbox. Now the mailbox is just as simple. If you want, you don't have to. I mean, it's often you run into a mailbox every once in a while. But if you're like me, the driveway is a long ways. So, I mean, you can ride and get the mail. You can just take scrap pieces of paper and like a little paper bowl or something. And then you can, on the horse or off the horse, you can take it and walk it over to the mailbox. And that's pretty much it. You can just work on that, just walking them next to the mailbox and things like that. And last but not least, we have the bouncy ball. Now this is very simple. Just a bouncy ball, it's all kind of things. It's fun things you can do. A lot of horses are afraid of it, but like I said, my horses, or Toby didn't like it when he first saw it. So he pretty much put it in the indoor, and it stayed in the indoor. And sooner or later, he didn't really care about it. So it's pretty simple. You can do a whole bunch of different games with it, different kinds of things, and all sorts of stuff.